So I was given the final project to do a class on Blackboard, and I needed to do three different courses. Chose language arts, math, and science. So this is my homepage when you come in. Here's my announcements. It just tells the students where on the left-hand side what the items are and what they do. So here's my 6, 7 items that are available for my students. The first three are really mine. The last three are the tools that are available through Blackboard. Um, in my announcements, which is what right here, we have this, but we also have syllabus, which my students can access, which is a class syllabus, and they can click on that to grab the syllabus. But the content area is really where it's all about. I have 3 subject matters: math, science, and language arts. So I'm showing you the teacher version, and then I'll show you the student version side. So the way I set them up is each day, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and then I have a math peer tutoring discussion board available for students to go to and support each other. And then I have my assured lesson plans here at the bottom. This is for all 5 days. So each day is set up pretty similarly. There's a video of me explaining to the students what multiplication is, and then they go into a interactive practice lesson. It's to an outside website that they can practice. They get support with the website, and then once they feel pretty confident with that, they can move on to the worksheet. The worksheet for math and for language arts will be printed and then turned into class. The stuff for science will be done on a word processor and turned in on Blackboard. So I'm going to give you the student side now, so you understand what it looks like to be a student. So my students would come in and they would see my class, and they would see the announcements, whatever they are. So right now it's just the explanation of what the left-hand tabs are. And you notice that they only have the 7 tabs. They don't have the editing tabs. So they can go to the syllabus, and they can open the syllabus, which is a PDF. I choose to do my syllabuses in PDF format. And so this is a breakdown of their grade. They will have 12% is their assignments, 18% is their assessments, and then 3% for each subject is their participation. So 33 for math, 33 for science, 33 for language arts, and a grand total of 100% of their grade. This is if I was to do a real class. I'd break, if I was doing all 3 subjects of this one class, I would break it down into a third each. But I do science only, so I'd probably have it be like 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and then, or 50 to 60, and then the last would be about 10%. So there's my syllabus. Content area. This is where I spent the bulk of my time setting up. So example, the students would watch a video, and notice over here on the left it says red, and then gray. So I set it up so that the students can't progress to the worksheet until they've done the video and the practice sheet. So I did that so that I know that the students all have done the work. So I've uploaded YouTube videos. So this is actually my longest video, which is 19 minutes. My videos range between 5 and 15 minutes mostly. This is 19. I have about 3 or 4 that are about 15. Most of them are around 9 minutes, but my lowest one is about 5 minutes. So I did a YouTube channel just because it was easier to link. And then once they are done with that video, they would go to multiplication practice. And multiplication practice here is, I'm using, for all of math, I've used IXL, and for language arts, I've used IXL also, which is right here. And then for science, I have used a program called PHET, PHET, and I'll show you that in a minute. but my kids have the practice multiplication. So they have the ability to practice multiplication, and they can see a problem, how they're doing, and then their score. So if say they get this one wrong, 7, and this is the thing that I like about this program, is that it gives them an explanation. Remember, don't forget this, and it all helps them solve it too. So it actually just kind of tutors them as they go through the problems. So that's why I chose to do IXL for language arts and for math. And so when they're done with that, they would go to the worksheet. Like I said, my worksheets are a little bit of a drill and practice class worksheets for language arts and for math. You can see they have the times table, and then they have quite a few problems that they need to finish and come to class with. So math and language arts are pretty similar. Very presentation, a little bit of examples, and then they would have tutoring available through the online program, and then the drill and practice through the worksheets. So that's math and language arts. Science, on the other hand, is a little bit different. It's more of a discovery simulator kind of system. So here's first day of science. So science, they would have motion and graphs. So they'd watch a video just like they did for math. So they would learn about what it is, graphing motion. So once again, they would watch the video. Once the video's over, they can use the simulator. Now these simulators, some of them are embedded into the browser, and some of them are downloaded. So this one is one that you would have to download, and then once it's downloaded, you run the program. Excuse me. You would run the program so that the students can interact with the program. So this is like a more of a discovery simulation than it is a tutoring. So the kids get to just play around with it, get to figure out what kind of graphs and stuff these things do, and so they can see like, oh, cool, that's what's happening with the man, and they can look at the actual situation, and I can actually adjust my acceleration at the same time, and I can see how the graphs interact with each other. So each day my students have a simulator that goes with the lesson, and then they have a lab that goes with the simulator. So this would be a lab where they download, and then they would interact on the word processor to answer the lab questions using the simulation. So the simulation and the lab go together for every science lesson. Then they turn in the word processor, whether it's Word or Microsoft Office, or sorry, Open Office or Pages or whatever. They're going to just upload it to the assignment box that was right here. So they would upload it here, submit, and then I would grade it through Blackboard. Under science, there is also a assessment at the end of the week. So language arts and math would be assessed in class, and they also have the ability to get tutoring online. But science, there's the assessment on Blackboard, and so the assessment would be here. They need to do the assessment, which involves one simulator, and there's 4 parts to the simulation. You have to follow through all 4 parts and to get a good grade on the exam or the assessment. So that's pretty much my page. Once again, whoops. Once again, thank you. I try to make this for the students, make it accessible for them, and make it easy for them to use. Thank you very much.